Hello, Virgo. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. How's everyone doing? This is a bonus reading for you for the second half of January. Thank you guys so much for being here and for tuning in. General reading, as always, guys, that's not going to resonate with every single person. So please do take from this whatever makes sense for you and your life, your situation, your relationship, and release what does not make sense for you or resonates. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, as always, all of that stuff is down below in the description box, as well as a list of all of the card decks that I'll be using for the reading, Virgo. So let's get us started on this. What I have in front of me are a couple of brand new card decks from Fire Witch Tarot. And this one is called the Divine Love and Separation, and then What's Brewing, Spilling the Beans deck. So let's take a look and see what the focus messages are for this bonus reading, Virgo. And I do typically tap into those who are in separation, but for the bonus readings, I'm specifically focusing on those who are not together at this time. No communication of any sort, more than likely. So let's take a look at you and your person, Virgo, whoever it is that you're focused on at this time. Perhaps you haven't heard from this person in a while, haven't seen each other in a while. So let's take a look and see what comes forward in this reading for you. So focusing on these first two decks first. Focus messages. So let's grab a couple messages here and let's see what needs to come forward. I'm guided to this one. Divine timing is driving me crazy. So someone's losing patience here. It could certainly be you, Virgo, but of course it could be the person that you're focused on for this reading. Knowing that divine timing is at hand, but the waiting, that doesn't make the waiting any easier. Okay, this next message. I know it's ridiculous, but I struggle with communication. So somebody is losing patience, knowing that there has to be action taken here in order to get you guys talking again, in order for you guys to even work on a potential second chance at this relationship. But they are coming through saying, I know it's ridiculous, but I struggle with communication. For whatever way they're struggling, maybe they're afraid to reach out, Virgo. This could also be what you are tapping into at this time, that you have thought about reaching out, but you're afraid to or struggling with that as well. So we'll see how this all plays out in this reading for you. Okay, so what's brewing? What else do we need to know? And what else needs to be focused on for you, Virgo, for this bonus reading? So angels and spirit guides, please. This could be for cross watchers as well, or anybody else who's been guided to tune in and watch this. What's brewing in this connection? What's up? Why are you guys in separation here? What's up? Let's grab this one. We've got a crush coming through here. And it's two kids right there. So you guys may have been childhood sweethearts. You guys may have known each other for a while. Movie date. Okay. So the desire to possibly just start fresh, start over, something as simple as going out on a date, to just start talking again, communicating, and just interacting in some way, shape, or form, however small it might be to start off with. But right now what's coming through is someone's got some apprehensions and hesitations when it comes to communicating at this moment, Virgo. So perhaps there are obstacles that are standing in the way of the two of you talking, or it's just the fear of starting up a conversation with someone, especially if you guys haven't interacted in a while or have seen each other in a while. Okay, so let's add to this. Let's see how these focus messages are tied into the rest of this reading for you, Virgo, for this bonus reading. Angels and spirit guides, please. For Virgo, what do we need to know at this time for this Virgo bonus reading? What do we need to know? I am Virgo as well, so I'm curious also. Nostalgia. Okay. And it's interesting, you know, with the two children in that crush card, nostalgia goes back to a time of innocence as well. And this is someone from your past that has the capability of coming back. So what I'm feeling here, especially for those resonating with this so far, you guys have been in separation for a while. And when I say a while, I'm thinking more so over a year. This is not a recent parting that I'm feeling here. At least a year and up. But you guys are thinking about each other. You haven't forgotten about one another. And someone is clearly coming forward with that message. I struggle with communication. Part of that struggle might have to do with, depending on how much time has passed, of course, if you guys have moved on to another relationship, or if they have, or if you're both in other connections at this point, but you're still missing each other, you're still thinking about one another. We do have the contemplation card coming through here. There's a male figure in that photo, so if you happen to be divine masculine tuning in here, or for my divine feminines, if you're thinking about a particular divine masculine, they are still very much in their thought processes in regard to this connection. Perhaps you might have felt like they forgot all about you, that you didn't mean that much to them. That's not what I'm getting here. They're still thinking about you. You're both still thinking about one another. We do have the admired card coming through as well. So as far as how they perceive you, Virgo, they really, truly admire you as a person, your personality. They find you attractive, I feel. And they just love what you stand for as a person. We do have forgiveness. Part of the reason why there is stagnation in communication here, I feel, is because someone's afraid to reach out. That did come through already. But I also feel somebody's impatience coming through, just waiting for things to happen here. Someone wants to apologize, but someone's afraid to do that. I feel it is my divine masculines. And I had a comment on one of my videos where from a gentleman, and he's like, why do you always blame the guys, you know? Take it for how it resonates. It doesn't always have to be the guys, but I do gravitate towards divine masculine energy, especially with the cards that have male figures on them. But of course, you know, hey, take it for how it resonates with you. It could certainly be reversed. But somebody needs forgiveness here. That much we do know. Vibrations. You guys are still connecting in the 5D. Even though you're not together, even though you're in separation, look at that. The next card is received. Right next to vibrations, you guys are still connecting. Still connecting. We've got shadow work coming through as well. So someone is saturating themselves in a dark space as a result of this separation. And whoever it is, Virgo, this could be you as well, but I'm feeling more so it's your person, that they're just really trying to not have to deal with the pain of not being with you, I feel. And so it's kind of put them in a very dark space in their heart, needing forgiveness. They've got a lot to think about. They're still thinking about you, but maybe they don't quite know how to make all of this happen. Something as simple as picking up their phone and texting you or calling you. It's not that easy. Especially if they are feeling like they've done something wrong here, or if they were the reason for the separation to begin with. Of course, it takes two. You know, it's not just one person's fault typically, but I do feel for your person, this might be how they're feeling. But the desire to communicate, it's coming through here. Falling right below contemplation, this person is really thinking about reaching out to you, Virgo. We do have the summer card coming up next. something of significance could have happened to you guys between the summer months, or this is when you guys first met. Your person might have a zodiac sign reflected during the summer months. That's a potential here. Could be Gemini, could be Cancer, Leo, even your own energy, Virgo. There are signs that are surrounding this connection, even though you guys are in separation right now. Pay attention to those signs, and these are signs that are specific just for you and this person. You'll know it right off the bat. It could be their name that you keep seeing, or they keep seeing your name, or someone that looks like you, or somebody that even might have similar features to you, or something you've said or done. Whatever those signs are, it could even be a particular number associated to you or this person. These are signs that are custom just for you, the person that's watching this video. And you will know when that sign is around you. You'll pick it up like a light bulb moment. You'll know. Divine masculine, followed by a barrier. So I feel here, from the contemplation card, from the forgiveness card, and the divine masculine energy, I do feel here that it is my divine masculines who are wanting to reach out, who feel that they would like to extend an apology to the divine feminine. But what's preventing you guys from communicating at this point is this barrier. This barrier could represent other relationships that you guys may have moved on to. This could represent distance geographically, if you guys are just not that close to each other. Someone may have moved away. This is a barrier in communication. Somebody just needs more time, but someone is also very impatient with how much time this is taking. And I really feel part of that nostalgic energy, and going back to that crush card, this person is remembering what it was like from the very beginning, that very first initial attraction when you guys first met, and that love at first sight type thing is what I'm feeling. And that crush never went away. They still feel really giddy when they think about you, Virgo, and or this is you as well. You guys certainly could have gone out on dates, watching movies. That could have been something that you both enjoyed doing, and feeling nostalgic about those times that you were able to enjoy those outings together. All right, so let's add some tarot to this, Virgo. So we're going to grab some from the Fairy Tarot deck by Radley Valentine. Let's see what else needs to come through here. So angels and spirit guides for Virgo. What else do we need to know here? Between you and your person, those in separation, what else needs to come through? All right, we have a card coming up in the reverse. This is the Nine of Winter, which is the equivalent of the Nine of Swords. Interesting how in the upright it says unfounded fear, focusing on worst case scenarios, allowing worry to grow out of proportion to the problem. Okay, this Winter card is the same as Swords in tarot. So I'm going to have to read it reverse because that's how it flew out. So this is tapping into air energy, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini for you, Virgo. This could be the person that you're focused on. That Nine of Swords is all about depression, anxiety, somebody who's losing sleep over this, typically in the upright. But it is falling in the reverse. So this is actually giving the situation hope. Somebody is really wanting to reach out, but they're still really feeling that despair over what happened between the two of you. They're really trying to work through this. They're in heavy contemplation mode, but they're so ready to just pick up their phone and communicate already. They're losing patience over not having you in their life. That is truly what's coming through here. And then we've got this life experience card coming through, which in traditional tarot, it is the Tower card. In this particular deck, it says, let go of belief systems that no longer work for you. An important life-changing event, a situation that leads to significant opportunities. And I really feel here, Virgo, you guys have already been through that Tower moment. You guys have already been through the difficult period of going into separation, whatever it was that caused it. And I feel enough time has passed that healing has occurred. And for those of you who need to continue your healing process, perhaps that's why the other person is just going crazy. Divine timing is driving me crazy because they know that it's up to the universe when this happens. It's not our perception of time as we know it. It's going to happen when it's meant to happen, and it's not a process that can be rushed. But yeah, that is the Tower coming through here. A blessing in disguise. The opportunity to rebuild with a solid positive structure, to make a situation or a relationship stronger. And I feel, again, enough time has passed here for you guys that lessons have been learned, healing continues, and you're both in a much better space to be able to welcome in a second chance here. I don't feel it has happened quite yet because we still have that barrier that's up between the two of you. Also, during the summer months could be when you guys start talking again, or you're able to finally see each other face to face. Yeah, that's a long time from now. That's half a year from now. So perhaps that's why someone's going nuts over here. Divine timing is driving me crazy because it's still going to take a good chunk of time here. We do have the Queen of Autumn right after that. Somebody who is generous, stylish, gracious, and practical. The Queen of Autumn is the equivalent of the Queen of Pentacles, which is your very own energy, Virgo, especially for my divine feminines. In this particular deck, it reads, be practical with respect to how you proceed, the ability to make anything more beautiful, meeting someone who can help your dreams come true. And I really feel here you've already met that someone who fulfills your dreams in your heart. It's your person. Yes, you guys are in separation right now. But I love the message here, the ability to make anything more beautiful. You are in control of how to make this all happen. You are in control of that. You also have the Unity card right after that, which is very similar in energy to the Hierophant. Do the right thing for the right reason. Compare traditional versus new approaches to see which works for you. A spiritually minded community is what that card is referring to. This is tapping into one's morality, one's ethics, and I feel that might have been tested, and that's what brought the Tower down on this connection. And I feel time has allowed you both to learn whatever it was that caused that Tower, so that you can learn those lessons and heal from it and move on, and the opportunity for a second chance at love with one another. We've got the Princess of Winter right after that. Information that can help you, but which may also be difficult to hear. Speaking the truth with kindness. An indigo child or adult. Someone who's inquisitive, truthful, realistic, undiplomatic, and that is more air energy. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini once again. We have the Ace of Summer. That's the Ace of Cups. Water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces for some of you. This is a time for you to open your heart to love, Virgo. the beginning of a new and intimate relationship or the rebirth of a current one, the awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. Beautiful. So this is giving you guys the opportunity for a new beginning between you and your person here. Sorry. And you yourself, Virgo, you can certainly be very intuitive. Some of you might be gifted with psychic abilities, and perhaps you already know how this is all going to play itself out, and therefore you're being a little bit antsy, just losing patience because you just want to reconnect already. But this is telling you that there is the opportunity for a new beginning. Let's grab one more. This is the Three of Winter. That's the Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords, more air energy here, very heavy in air energy in this reading, Virgo. So I'm really feeling like your person could either be a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini here. So in this deck, the Three of Winter, reach out to others for comfort and love. You will grow stronger from this situation. Sadness that will heal with time. Exactly. Because it's going to take time. But that doesn't mean that it gets any easier waiting for things to happen here. Because you guys might actually be on the same page as far as being really impatient to communicate with one another. But for some reason, there is hesitation, there's reluctance to reach out here, either on your part, Virgo, or on your person's side. And the Three of Swords too, it's a painful energy because it's someone's heart is broken over the separation. And it could be an air sign who is heartbroken over the fact that they can't be with you at this time. Okay, so let's move on. Let's see what else we can tap into for this reading here, Virgo. But what I am feeling is you will have the opportunity to reconnect in time. They still think about you. They still miss you. Somebody really wants to reconnect here and open up these lines of communication, but there is fear that is intertwined into the energies that are coming forward here. Let's see what else. This is the Pining Rose Love Oracle deck by Calico Moon Oracle. Let's see what else. For Virgo, please, angels and spirit guides. What else do we need to know at this time for this bonus reading? What else is contributing to that barrier and the struggle to communicate? Oh, geez. Wow. I love you. Nostalgia. Someone in that shadow work energy. And then we have someone coming through telling you, Virgo, I love you. Look at this next message, guys. Rekindle, falling right below contemplation and communication. I am telling you, it's just a matter of time before you hear from this person. And I feel part of that communication is to, one, ask for forgiveness for what went down in the relationship and really wanting to start over. And if you've never heard this person tell you that they loved you, Virgo, this could be something that they've been keeping inside for a long time here. And that's a part of the struggle, is to finally tell you how they feel. Especially as it says, I know it's ridiculous, but I struggle with communication. They might just be someone that has a really hard time expressing what is in their heart, tapping into their emotions. And for some of my air signs, that's a difficult thing to do. I love you. Rekindle. Look at this next card here. Patience. Exactly. It's going to require patience here because this could take some time. This could take some time here, guys. Wow. Some of you guys might also be dealing with a secret admirer here. Somebody who has a crush on you that you might not even be aware of, Virgo. That's coming through for some of you guys. And it's falling right below signs. We have stalemate coming through as well. That's the Two of Swords energy, which is even more air energy here. That stalemate is what's creating that barrier due to someone's inability to communicate at this time. But if you guys can overcome the barrier here and get rid of it, this is what's coming in for you. That new beginning to start fresh, start over. And that's the same thing that the Ace of Summer, the Ace of Cups, is offering you. Open your heart to love. The beginning of a new intimate relationship or the rebirth of a current one. Exactly. Dancing through my dreams. I feel, Virgo, you guys have been dreaming about one another, seeing each other in each other's dreams, possibly. This person is coming through as your true love. Let's look at this. A dream come true. This is how they see you, that you are a dream come true, that perhaps it took this separation for them to value the connection that you guys shared to begin with, and that they see you now as their true love. And it's one of those things where it might have even scared this person to realize this. It's like, oh my God, they were my person the whole time and I blew it. That could be a part of the hesitation and fear from this person. Let's move these guys up. Give me more room. Let's add to this with some romance angels and let's see what else needs to come forward here. But yeah, they're coming through telling you, I love you, Virgo. They want to rekindle this romance. Patience is required, no doubt about that. Interesting, again, how it's falling right below that summer card. So something of significance might happen for you guys this summertime of 2020. And that's why you're going to have patience, because it's a few months from now. It's not going to happen next week. It's not going to even happen in a month from now. You're just going to have to wait it out, Virgo. But I do feel if you can just tap into your patience and just hang in there, you guys can have a brand new start here. Let's see what else. What else do we need to know for this reading for Virgo, please? For this bonus reading. Angels and spirit guides. What else do we need to know? It is safe for you to love this person. Okay. Part of the hesitation as to why you haven't heard from this person, Virgo, might have something to do with this next card. Unrequited love is when somebody has a change of heart, feeling like there's no longer enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. But what I'm feeling here for you in this reading, Virgo, is that it's unfounded. That you still care for them. They still care for you. And you guys are just going into the negative what ifs in your head. Like, what if they're no longer interested? It's like, crap, what have I done? You know, maybe they're not into me anymore. But that's not what I'm feeling here. And it's falling right next to the it is safe for you to love this person, Virgo. All you need to do is open your heart to accept that love. And it's come through here as well from the Ace of Summer. Open your heart to love. That's the very first thing that this card says. As long as your heart is open to a second chance, opening up your heart to a rekindling of this relationship, you guys can have it all. I mean, look at the next card. Express your love. Somebody just needs to say something here. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Just say it already. It's like, I love you. Let's just do this already. Let's get back together. Let's figure this whole thing out. Let's give it another try. Chemistry. It was there right from the beginning with the two of you. And I know that you both know this. You both know this. All right, let's add some Lovers Oracle to this, Virgo, for your bonus reading. Let's see what else needs to come through here. Angels and spirit guides for Virgo, please. What else do we need to know in regard to this connection? Let me grab this bottom card as well. Oh, geez. I'm guided to pull all of those. Okay. So the very first message that came through, look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. And this message very much reminds me of the Hermit card in traditional tarot, which of course taps into Virgo energy, where you have to go within and really figure things out for yourself, to just follow your heart, search for the answers to this whole situation on your own. So you got to look inside yourself. It's so true. We also have the Soulmate card coming through here. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. I really do feel here, Virgo, you guys are on the same page. Look at this next message. A sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. This person is coming forward as your true love in this lifetime, Virgo. And again, I'm feeling you guys had to experience that tower moment. You had to experience a painful ending here in order for you both to come to the realization that you belong together after all. I was guided to pull this one as well. A message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. Damn. I love you. 2 cards, guys, from this person telling you in no uncertain terms, I love you. And maybe that's why they're losing patience, because they've got so much to say to you, but maybe they know that it's just not the right time. It's not the right time. But I feel eventually you guys will start talking again and you will hear from this person. You'll see. Wow. Let's grab some additional dialogue messages here. This is the 5D Love Messages Oracle deck by Calico Moon Oracle. Angels and spirit guides for Virgo. So focus on your person, Virgo. Let's take a look and see if they had the opportunity. What would they want to say to you? And also for my Virgos, what is it that you would want to say to this person that you're focused on for this reading? So we'll grab a few cards from this deck, and whichever one you are guided towards, whichever one resonates with you. Let's take a look, guys. Let's take a look. Angels and spirit guides, who needs to speak up here, please? Is it Virgo? Is it this other person? I wasn't completely honest with you. This might have contributed to the issues that you guys had dealt with. But they're ready. They're ready to come towards you. Just give it a little bit more time. And maybe that's why they feel they need forgiveness and to apologize, because they know that they weren't being truthful with you before. Next message. I miss the passion. Yeah, they do. Chemistry, attraction, passion. It's all a part of this energy from this relationship. That nostalgia that you're both feeling. For those who were intimate with one another, it could have been a very passionate connection between the two of you. The type of bond that you felt with this person was unlike any other that you've ever experienced, possibly. Look at this next message. Do you see that, Virgo? We are meant to be together. They know it. They feel it. Perhaps you do as well. Next message. I am constantly wondering what you are up to. It's true. They're always thinking about you, Virgo. They're really wondering, how's life been since we last saw each other? What's been going on in your world? We'll grab this one last one. We are connecting in the 5D. Yeah, you are. That's a part of that nostalgic energy that keeps bringing you guys back into the 5D. That's where you're connecting. That is where you're interacting at this time, Virgo, you and your person. So eventually, I do feel you will have the opportunity to communicate and be able to face each other in the 3D once again, to re-explore where this relationship could go. The love is here. We know that it's very passionate, it's very strong, coming forward as a true love between the two of you, Virgo. They definitely want to come back. They want you back. They want to hear your voice. They want to see your smile. They just want to see you, period. I just feel this super antsy energy, like they can't wait to see you, but they know it's not the right time. Perhaps you both know this. It's just not the right time. But I have a feeling sometime this year, it will be the right time. You'll know it when it happens. You'll know it. All right, guys. So let's grab some healing messages, because there are still some elements of this connection that need healing. Angels and spirit guides for Virgo, please bring forward healing messages for Virgo for this bonus reading. Please bring forward some healing messages for my Virgos. Okay. Intention. Interesting how we have signs right there. I'm guided to pull these next two as well. Okay, let's talk about that. So intention for me is very much tied into the law of attraction. Whatever it is, Virgo, that you are focused on at this time of this reading, whatever it is that you are intending to happen in your life, make sure you are in a place of positive energy so that you can extend that energy out into the universe. And so that is the exact thing that you're going to be attracting back to you. What you intend to happen will happen as long as you are laser focused on manifesting it. And if what you're truly wanting is this person to come back into your life, you guys can remove that barrier that's preventing the two of you from coming together at this time. This is a second reference to signs here. Okay, so definitely pay attention to whatever signs are grabbing your attention at this time, in whatever shape, whatever way. You'll know it when you see it. And again, it's very specific to only you and your person. This is also a reminder for you to take care of yourself. Okay, it's important to be finding balance within your physical body as well as your mind, your heart, your soul. And perhaps this is a reminder for you to just eat right, get enough sleep, stay hydrated, take your vitamins, do whatever it is that you need to take care of yourself. For those who are in need of that healing energy, either physically, emotionally, in your heart space, your mind space, however way you need this healing, the angels are bringing it forward here to let you know that they're watching out for you. Continue the healing journey that you're on, and you will be fine. You're going to make it through this. Whether it's a physical ailment, whether it is pain that you've endured over this tower moment that happened between you and your person, allow that healing to continue. It's a process that ultimately cannot be rushed. It's going to take time, which is why you're being asked to have patience at this time. So I totally get it that for some of my Virgos, either you're losing patience, divine timing is driving me crazy, or this is how your person is feeling, or this is really how you're both feeling. That you're just getting very antsy and just want to see movement already towards a reconciliation. And I'm telling you, it's going to happen in the universe's time frame, not ours. So just make sure you are in a place of positive energy so that the universe can work on your behalf to be able to make this all happen for you. That's what I'm grabbing from that. All right, guys, so that's where I'm going to leave this reading. I hope that whatever part of this resonated with you, I do hope that it helped you somehow. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, all of that information is down below in the description box. And I'll see you guys next time, Virgo. Thank you so much for being here and for tuning in. Bye-bye.